Can you hear me now? It should work. Is it working now, guys? Is it working now? All right, cool. What up, Scott? All right, so I was saying hey to everybody, but I guess it was on some reason it wasn't connected. What up, little Tommy Scott, Michael, Darius, Dave, both Davids, um, JP, Greg, Michael, 513. What up, man? And actually, 513, I got your package here ready to ship out. I have the label printed out. I'm gonna drop it off tomorrow. And also, Brendan, sooner or later sees this. I need him to send me his address. But yeah, so how's everybody been doing, man? I've just been haven't been really fishing myself. It's been kind of sucking, but hopefully I'll get out soon. It's just either I got work or it's raining, so I need to get a good day here. I might go after tomorrow or something like that because I'm supposed to go to a convention, but it's supposed to be early and it's not really a long convention, so I should be back around time. Hey, Brennan, send me your address. I sent you a message on Instagram. Need your address. And so yeah, and should be going there and then coming back. And I think it's going to be at least not raining tomorrow, so that should be good. Yeah, Michael, man, it's cooling the water down too quick, and this is exactly what I didn't want to happen. I was saying, please don't rain, and then all of a sudden it rains more. And then I think there's like a hurricane headed our way too, another one. So that's gonna suck. Greg, been sneaking out lunch breaks. Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, man. Shoot, if there was more than one person working where I'm working at, in the shift, you could almost do it right at the job. It's like literally right on the edge of the water. It's like a port. So, but they kick people out of there for fishing all the time. So, kind of sucks. But I said that there has to be like a bunch of fish hanging there because it has tons, a bunch of pilings and stuff like that from the load docks and stuff like that. It's just perfect. And I bet you striper too. Uh, you're getting ready to tackle tomorrow morning, Belly. What are you doing that tourney, right, JP? Because I remember you saying that you were going to do a tournament. Where is it at? Is it local or did you drive somewhere? I forget. I remember you saying that you had a tournament, but wasn't sure if it was local or you drove somewhere. Which ponds were those, Brendan? Citizen 7. Yeah, man, it's tempting to try and like try to cast there, but they also have like a fence, to keep anyone from coming in too. So it's kind of hard. You would have to actually like get through the fence, even though I have like the keys to all of them. But I could literally just get through and then cast. It's literally just like a big little slight cliff, and then it goes to like a beach. Yeah, it's the port people that run them off because it's blocked. It's supposed it has like these kind of like buoys there that kind of say there's no like right. It has to be commercial or some shit. I don't know what it is, but they completely block that section off. It's also like a safety risk too because of all the oil that's running through it. And there's been like a couple of times where guys were underneath the pipes that have the oil running through them, and the oil is hot as shit. So if that broke or anything like that, it would burn you to a crisp. It'd be like boiling water, just getting poured all over you. So yeah, it's ran by the Coast Guard. It's an oil port. That's pretty much anything that's like on the water is ran by the Coast Guard, or at least they're like part of it. They're tied with it. So they check everything. They come there and look at everything. They check the boats and stuff like that. And like I said, also like it's a safety risk too, because there's been a couple people that have died in that area with the boats themselves. There was a guy that got like crushed by one of the boats. He got sandwiched in between the docks and the boat, and it just straight up killed him instantly. And they had to call the cops and stuff like that, but they took so long that they had to put him in a freezer, and they didn't come until like a couple hours later. It was pretty sad. And the guy said that the dude was like stiff as hell in the freezer. Like it's nuts. I was like, what the hell? Phil Dance's daughters. That's funny. But yeah, so it's pretty crazy stuff that happens there, and people died last year there too. Two people they drowned. It's pretty bad. Yeah, you could bid on that, but I thought like it was actually like I thought the way that it was working was that it was like a raffle where you just like pay how many times you want to pay to enter like how many times you want to buy a raffle, and then they pick out of whatever the amount of donations, not like whoever just bids the highest amount. I think that's not. I mean, it's kind of weird because who the hell is paying $15,000 to fish with Milligan? That's got to be someone, unless they're just like they're bidding that and then they end up backing out or something. Yeah, those damn EWG style baits, man, swim baits, man, they're tough to stick them, especially if the fish is big. The jig hook style, you probably would have been maybe a little bit better, but the actual EWG ones, they're kind of tough. And especially as this water is, getting cooler, the mouth's gonna get harder. You eat more pizza. Eat more pizza. Shoot, I could eat a bunch of pizza and I don't gain anything. Shit, I eat junk food half the time. But like I said, I got a couple stuff that I'm gonna be showing. I got Japan import tackle, Lureslingers, this bait that I got from a friend that's like in Jersey. That's actually on Instagram, and then some from another shop that I usually don't order from, but they got some baits that I couldn't pass up on because of, you know, I know they don't make them like that, and they're pretty much like handmade baits that, you know, it takes a little bit of time to actually get them over here. So, but I'll show Lureslingers stuff first because it's not too much stuff. Hold on 1 second. Let me go on his eBay. Alright. So I got actually a couple of the baits are pretty much just the same bait, just different colors. But it's actually just a smaller version. It's pretty much the smaller version of the Fuku bait. Yeah, I'll get that lighting better. Yes, the lighting's not right. If I use this. Nope, didn't work. How am I doing it? Works sometimes, and sometimes it doesn't. But all right, hopefully maybe you guys get the concept of it's the small version of this, and then hopefully it'll actually focus on the small ones. So these are the smaller ones. Oh wow, yeah, of course it focuses. Jesus Christ. And so this is the smaller version of that other bait I just showed you, the Fuku. This is the Chibi. And they're actually a decent amount of weight for the size they are. They're 6.5 grams, so almost a quarter ounce. So I know I can cast these pretty decent with the type of casting here, half a cranking. And actually, this paint job is an eggplant, but it's pretty sweet. Like it's kind of funny. I wish I would focus a little bit. Yeah, I knew it won't. It's gonna be hard to see it. What up, Carol? There we go. So it's a little eggplant paint job. It has a purple flake in there. And it has this like lime green bottom, like chartreuse. But I wish you could see the purple. It's not really capturing it right. Ooh, that's actually nice. Angle right there. So yeah. Yeah, it's a little eggplant. They have actually the eggplant one, a tomato one, and actually I didn't know I got the smaller versions. I actually wanted the original, but the one he has actually in the original is a tomato one, so it's kind of funny. It would be kind of sick to have like a catch photo with that. And then this one is I'll just show you guys out of the package and make it probably easier, quicker. This is the baby bass. Oh, right on the throat. simple plain Jane type of pattern. Nothing too crazy. Sort of like on that other bait I have. Like I said, that bills is like similar to like little Bagley's. They're completely silent too as well. They don't make any noise. But it's got like a little cream bonish type belly to it. With like a pearl side, that baby bass. And then this one is like more of like a normal type of color. That's it's like a mustard type of color. I'm not sure. I don't think. Yeah, I probably can't understand. Yeah, there's Japanese, but I think it's just like a mustard or like a root beer type of color. A little bit of that blue, kind of like baby blue on the neck or throat. Brownish head. It's like an olive brownish head. There we go. See that better. Quick reflexes. Kuda. Oh shit. What up, Kuda? How you been, man? See if I missed anybody else. Alright. And those were the small Fuku chibi baits. And those are the ones, I guess those go, it's like 3 to 5 feet or 6 feet at max. Yeah, let's see depth. Oh, let me show you the comparison size to the original. So that's the original, and then that's the chibi. About half the size. So, and then I never showed this on the last stream, but this bait here, actually, the end is a glow part of the bait. Probably won't pick it up because of the light. Oh, yeah, it shows it a bit. Let me see if I can cover the light at the same time. Yeah, you can see it. The light wants to, but yeah, it's a glow tailpiece, so it's kind of cool. Yeah, it can't hurt, Kuda, especially with glow baits. That's the same sort of thing I think like with UV as well. Alright. And then the little bait I got from Lureslingers was the I've actually been wanting this for a while. Actually, it's like 2 years maybe, and this is a hideout bait. I've been asking actually a while ago. I did ask the hookup to try and bring them, but they never really listened. But I think it would actually be a good bait that would sell if it got the attention. What up, Anthony? And But like I said, there's two different models. You got to be careful with that. The original model is like sort of like a lipless, more bait than anything. This one, which is the Z model, allows for like a gliding action, and it's the hide up and greedy. Focusing right there. So the Greedy is like a one-piece style glider. It's a really nice bait. These are made in Japan, which is kind of cool. They're really a solid bait. But also you can use it in like a lipless type of mode as well. But it has a chin hanger for, you know, if you want to wait and to get it down deep. It has the front hanger, which I'm pretty sure is for the gliding sort of action, and the top is for the lipless. So it'll act like a vibration bait, and then also on that front hanger, it'll glide like this. And I'll show you guys a video in a second. But it's a really nice, like I said, hefty bait for its size. I think it's doesn't say the weight. Yeah, it says minnow mode is 1 meter, so about 3.5 feet on the gliding mode, and then vibration mode, it's 1.5 meters to 2 meters, so like 3 to 6 feet. It doesn't say. 48 grams. So a little under an ounce, almost 2 ounces. So like 1 ounce and 3/4. Right. So yeah, and the hooks it comes with are Nogales hooks, which is like very, very sharp hooks that Flash Union use actually too. They're like a light wire, nano coated ceramic hook. It's like a Teflon coating. But it's really, like I said, it has a slight amount of noise, not much. But let me get you guys on the video. And like I said, that the two models, you got to be careful with the Z model, and then they have an original. The Z one is the one you want. There we go.
Hi, this is Shaytrice.
Oh man, I don't have my profile in here. All right. And share the screen. All right. So this is the Z model. And like I said, it'll have that darting sort of one piece sort of glide. Good luck bluegill imitator. And then that's like the lipless sort of action. And that's the gliding showing you. So, like I said, they came out like 2 years ago, so I know. And then they had the regular model, This one, see here, it just shows it. Kind of just has like two different swims, like lipless wise. You kind of get like a S sort of swim, and then like a straight like vibration lipless sort of swim with the top hanger. You don't get sort of the gliding action. Because if you also straight retrieve the Z model, it will kind of come back like sort of like a glide, not like tight like that. So, and then also, since we're on the Lureslingers, he has actually a few new stuff that came in on his eBay. Like I said, here I'll show you guys the fuku. See, this is the tomato. It's just funny. That would be hilarious to actually have a good like picture with that in the fish. But it's a pretty nice pattern now, even though it's like a little tomato. It's like a red splatterback. And then he also has this Iowa bank flutter crawler. If it was a different color, I would actually get it. But it's a pretty cool crawler. It's a decent size. Also has like this opening on the front of the mouth. Right here, there we go. Right here. So right here, there's the opening in the mouth, and water travels through here, and then it goes out the side of where the gills are. So it creates a draft as it's coming through the water, and a little bit of like a bubble trail. So it's kind of unique in that way. But it's a decent sized crawler. I've seen a couple guys on a few videos I watch in Japan catch some decent fish on these. So they're not bad. Then he has, like I said, some more of those chibi small ones. And then he also has that Daiwa, the tiny peanut, the super shallow runner. So that's a pretty cool color. And then also he has these new Daiwa Pokukuru, I think that's how you say the name. These are a soft body crawler frog. So it has a soft complete shell body, and then has hangers there, and then also a blade in the front instead of a hook. So you just have that rear hook pretty much. But you can even see that rear hanger is not like a normal hanger. It's like a plastic, really strong plastic. And these are new. These came out pretty recently. I think it was like last year. Yeah, like a pink one. And I'm not sure. They might be actually. They were for like a snakeheads, but they might or might not be. They kind of do look like something that would be for that. Because crawlers are kind of probably hard to catch snakeheads on. So by having a soft body crawler allows them to kind of get that in their mouth a little bit. And you have a treble hook. So some more tiny peanuts you got. Bluegill color. It's got some regular peanuts. I know he did get these. He's got the that color I have in the Fuku one. That's just the crank he has in this one, and I'm pretty sure the tail glows. Because if mine glows on the end, that tail has to glow. And then he also has another color here, the soft crawler. That one's nice. He actually has another one. He got more of those back in. He also has one in the jitterbug style Fuku Namazu. which is actually, like I said, a jitterbug style bait that was actually created for like this catfish in the, over there. It has a nice rattle to it. Actually, like I said, reminds me of like the Marty Burns' ticker that he has in the Epic Shad. That's the Daiwa, and then that's actually the Epic Shad. So it's pretty similar. And that's pretty nice for a little, you know, plastic bait. It's a nice sound. And it has a little blade on the front, on the bottom, and it has a barbless twin hook on the back. It's not too big or small, and then it also has a little spot right here on the head that allows for a glow stick, a small glow stick for night fishing. This is also a hard color for this bait, specifically this one here. This color, I'm pretty sure they don't really have much of over here, and I don't even think this bait has hit over here in general. But this color here, I really haven't seen. I don't even think I've seen it on the catalog. I think this was the color, yeah, that's supposed to be added soon and hasn't came out in the catalog. That damn fruit fly, man. So that's the dial baits that he had got. And then he also has, let's see, hide up. Yep, he has the other ingredient here, just the normal version in the bluegill color. It's 1.5 ounces. Pretty sure the Z model is 1.65 ounces, so it's not much heavier. But $30, which is pretty good price actually for that bait. And then I'm not sure if he got. Unless I know he still has the snakehead on there. Still has the noisy docks and the timber flash, surprisingly. And also another noisy docks in the red. Yeah, then he's also got a couple more like nicer like swim baits coming this upcoming week. So I know he got also some Lucky Craft stock. A lot of them sold because he had like a sale on Lucky Craft. It's actually not bad. I think, yeah. I'm surprised he doesn't have a Lucky Craft catalog section too, because he usually has like a lot. Yeah, see what Lucky Craft here. So he has 10% off on some. And he has the bowl. Yeah, he just got this one back in stock because I know someone bought the other one. That baby Basco is sick. And this bait here is pretty discontinued, I'm pretty sure. It's a cool bait. And the little bulldog on the back. That's pretty sweet. It's a big bait too. It's like a 1 ounce bait. A little like waking crane. And also comes with a blade, I'm pretty sure. And that you can change out on the back. That rear tail changes from a blade to a blade. Sort of like a big bug. And oh yeah, he's got that griffin that came. He also has these really hard to find jackal chili risers. topwater mouse bait. Sort of like the jackal riser, but in a mouse. They only make these like here and there. Pretty cool. I think that's it. These has anything else that came? You got some of the scarecrows. I forgot. That's actually a good square bill. They're made out of like a bone material, ABS bone. I have a few of these. Nice. They come with some giant hooks. I take the hooks off. But you can see that lip. It's got that bone material. And this one, Amakatsu, was real good. And those are discontinued. Alrighty. So yeah, then that was about it for that. Take it easy, Anthony. Yeah, the glow sticks are pretty sweet on the baits. There's jackal bait that has that too. It's like a little crawler or like jitterbug style bait. I think they also make one of the pompadours. There was like a certain limited pompadour like that had the little glow stick insert for night fishing. But I'm surprised more baits don't have that, to be honest. Especially like bigger baits, that would actually be like pretty cool. Toxic bait is pretty good. He doesn't make anything like super fancy, but they work. I know plenty of guys that have caught tons of fish. I have a waking crank, but I really haven't used it like that much. So, but overall, his baits. I also had a Trusha, the trout. That one was nice, and as soon as I sold it to somebody, he caught a freaking 6-pounder on it. So he sent me the damn picture. Some more episodes are coming. And then, so yeah, and then I'll show, I guess, since it's separate from everything else, I'll just show the swim bait. This is a little bait I got from, like I said, a local friend that I have on Instagram, and he's actually from Jersey, which is kind of funny. And he's into like JDM baits and stuff like that. He has like tons. And so he just got this, but he didn't realize it was a floater. But you can actually add a chin weight hook, a grenade weight to chin a hanger that's on there, so you can adjust the sink rate pretty well. But it's troll pick lures. It's called the dime bag 160. So wood swim bait has like old school hangers. He also has other baits as well that don't have the old school hangers. He wanted to make this more of like a top water style glide, but you can add also, like I said, grenade weights to the chin, and I'll show you. But this is the troll pick. And like I said, it comes with those double style frog hooks. Very nice paint job. Foiled gill plate. You can see that flash in there. Oh, very fine glitter. Light amount of like greenish on the head, and then it goes to like a dark color. It's got like the name on top. It says troll pig, but the light's kind of glaring off. But also, what's kind of cool about the bait is that it has a rattle inside, but it's very quiet. It's not loud at all. So I like that. It's not super loud, but enough to at least, you know, create some difference. And then you get that wood clack. But like I said, it takes a chin weight on that little section right there. And so, and honestly, like I said, that little grenade weight there kind of makes it look like the bluegill's kind of trying to eat something as it's like, you know, moving. So I think that might actually create a little response with that. But I also noticed that with a lot of his baits, if by just adding, you know, some feather trebles to the back of the bait, it kind of makes his baits, you know, have a little bit more of like a natural, you know, smooth action to them. What up, Tim? And it has pretty nice action to it. All right, Bob. Sorry I didn't see you there. Let's just keep going by. Take it easy, man. But like I said, it's a real nice bait, and the guy sold it for me for a pretty good amount. That, you know, it was a pretty good price for what you're getting. And like I said, his baits are nice. And the one that Brennan sold me actually, for like being one of like the crankdown wise, it has like one of like the tightest tolerances on the hangers and stuff like that wise. You know, this thing has like zero play, like it's insane. And then like the top plays a little bit, but overall, like pulling forward and back wise, it's like nothing. It's like maybe a couple millimeters versus like something like this one where it has like a different type of hangers on it, and it kind of has a little bit more movement on it. But this one here is real nice, the bass one. So it's pretty cool. So that's why I kind of got this one too, because I already had bought one of his baits, so I know, you know, they're built pretty well. So I was like, I can't pass that up. All right. So that's the single. And then also comes with a spare tail. The tails, they screw in, so you don't have to worry about like toothpicks. And his eyes are pretty sweet too. They're like beads that he uses. These like certain beads, and he just drills through the center and then screws them in for the eye. And then that the screw acts as the pupil, and the outer edge is like, you know, the bead is the outer edge. So it's kind of cool. Alright. And then I'll show these two because it's kind of like separate. But these here are actually some baits that I have actually already, but they stocked them. They had some finally get stocked. And I couldn't really pass up on them. I really try not to order for them, but like I said, they kind of forced my hand with these. But these are the grass piece, the Bass Puzzle grass piece, chatterbait style spinnerbait. I pretty much got all like one color because they were selling out fast. So I ended up just getting the MS Smoke Shad, and it's a pretty nice color. It's got like that. It's like this olive flake in there. kind of can't see it. But these are nice because these are like one of the only chatterbait style baits I've actually gotten, was able to get a bite on. So, and actually I've gotten a pretty good amount of bites on it. So, kind of can't see it with the camera. Let me get to that card again. Other side. Come on. There we go. And it has a greenish head, but then there is this like greenish, I don't know what it is, like flake in there that in certain angles you can't see. For some reason it's like not wanting to show it, but it's there and it's real nice. But it's like it's got like a greenish pumpkin chartreuse skirt. It's like a mixed color skirt. I don't know what it is. It's actually very, very fine glitter on the chartreuse. So it's like doling it out. And then on the top is like a lavender, style skirt with like green and goldish flake in it. Very fine. So that's probably why you can't see it. But I pretty much got 4 of those just to have for backup. Because like I said, I have the pretty much purple one and the white one already. And this is what I've been using in the trailer as for it. And this trailer has been working very well with this bait. And the action that it creates is very, very good. It's very stable too. That's one thing that's kind of different about this bait over like a chatterbait is that you can burn this and it kind of doesn't really like hunt or anything like that, but it'll just like track true and it doesn't like blow out. So you definitely can burn it. Yeah, JP, I think you'll like them. And I hope they work for you. But I think they will, if you had success with chatterbaits. These will. And they're pretty tough. The head paint on them, I beat mine up, and it's kind of like going through, getting down to like the lead. But I kind of beaten it up, and it lasted a pretty long time. It's still there for the most part. And they go over a pretty good amount of stuff. Like I brought over a good amount of wood, and it went right over. I did notice though with the hookups were a little bit tough sometimes. I think I just gotta get used to it because I'm not used to catching fish on chatterbaits, and just gotta get used to it. But it kind of is like the similar thing that with a chatterbait, and so I think that's just all I gotta get used to. But I did get a pretty good amount of fish on it this year. Yep. So yeah, he has 10% off on all Lucky Craft. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, so and like I said, it's all these baits here are handmade and stuff like that. So that's the reason why it's not like a mass amount of production on them, and they kind of take a while to get out. But you can tell definitely they're made very well. And the hook is definitely beefy though. Like you ain't gotta worry about that bending out. Because I did hook a snakehead and it came off, but it was a big one and it didn't even bend the arm or nothing. So even that part right here, it's tough. Like it's not gonna bend like a regular spinner will. And you'll realize that tomorrow, JP, if you do catch any fish on it, that it's a pretty strong spinner. So that's what I got. And then the white one. So they're pretty good colors too. The one I also really wanted too was the green pumpkin, and that's the only one that had the painted blade, and I couldn't get it. They sold out too quick. But there's like a couple of different things here you can do. There's actually like, you see that it's like a split ring here on the front, on my eyelet here. And what that does is it makes it end up becoming like a rattling chatterbait. It'll kind of make this ticking noise under the water. And that's one of the modifications that the actual bait maker, does to the bait that you can do to get a little bit more noise out of it. Because really, it's not much noise coming off the blade itself when it's just plain. It's more or less just pushing a lot of water, and that's what's kind of drawing them. And the skirt, obviously. But so yeah, if you want just a little bit more noise, you just put like a split ring on there, and it will actually create like a ticking noise. So I use my jig rod pretty much. It's my Omen 13. It's a 13 fishing Omen. It's like 7.4 heavy, I think. It's probably a little bit too stiff, but. And then also I was using my the Lures I had, which is like a 7 foot medium heavy as well. And that one's soft, like that's real soft. You have to actually like give it a lot of to really get it a good hook set. All right, so that was that over there. Alright, and the rest is going to just be from Japan Import Tackle. I really didn't buy like too much, but did buy a few things that kind of like not cheap, so kind of adds up. But I got another one of the grass edge baits. I got the baby bass color or the bass color. I want this one and the perch one is like my two kind of favorite colors they make. It's a really nice color. I'll take it out the packaging. I kind of covered this bait on my, it was the last live I did. It comes with a spare tail. But the bait itself is very nice. Paint job. It kind of reminds me of like the old school rattle traps. It had like that printing type paint job, but you can tell it's painted, but just has a stenciling they used for the, scales and stuff like that. But the other part has like a nice gold. You can kind of see that. It goes to like a green. And I got that signature, the grand edge on the side. And they all have like this blue eye that comes with actually John that I sent me some baits. He bought one himself, and he was wondering why they put a blue eye on the trout. And it's actually because they all had, it's like a signature color for their brand. And then it comes with the tracer on the top, like all of them do, the perch and all the colors. But you won't see it from the side because it has, it's actually in there. See, The bait has like a channel, so that's what kind of makes that bait unique. And also, like I said before, the front hanger is, rotates. The rear one doesn't. So, but they're nice. And like I said, they're not really too big either. They're like, I think it's like 2 ounces. I feel like 2 ounces. Yeah, 2 ounces and 190 millimeters. So they're actually good size, but not too heavy. And the profile is nice and narrow. So they'll definitely get bit numbers wise. And they're 80 bucks. So about the same price as like a 6 cents glide. And then, but this bait here, I feel has a lot more stable of a glide, and you can kind of do more things with it. And it also has this pin, you can unscrew it, and there's another eye in there. Honestly, I could do it. Let me see. It comes out pretty easy. All right. So, see how the pin's gonna come out. So there's threads all the way. I like that. That's smart. So even if it comes a little bit loose, there's the extra threads, so it would have to spin some more. But I'll show you here that there's 2 eyelets there. See? And that's metal there, it's not plastic. Those eyelets are metal. So that's strong. It's kind of like the Vitra swimbait I have that has a similar eyelets. This guy has like these like different type of eyelets. They almost look like they're plastic, but it's not. It's just that they paint over them and make them look like that. But like I said, you have those 2 different positionings, and originally it was on that back one. But then if you want, you could have it tighter, and I'll just do it for the purposes of the video. Then it has like a little Teflon washer, so that the screw, once you tighten it, grabs. You really don't have to tighten it like super hard. So see how I tightened that up? So now it's a little bit forward. And now that joint's tighter, so now it's going to glide a lot further out. Be more like a slow, glide, versus where it was at the beginning, it was kind of like a choppy, like this one. So that too. This is the perch one. And the perch online doesn't look as good in person as it does in person. In person, it's really nice. But like I said, you see how that joint's a little bit further. Now, see? There you go. So there you go. That's the difference. One is closer, and the other one's, distance-wise is further. So you're gonna get more play. And then, I'll show you guys that way. So this is the bass one, and then this is the perch. So you can see that joint is definitely a lot looser over here and over here. So you're gonna get a lot wider glide, like I was saying, than you would with the perch, which would become like more like a cover glide. So yeah, and like I said, they have a really good channel. If you want to search them up on YouTube, they have a nice channel. It's called Grassroots, just like the brand, and you can find they have like their videos has actually like subtitles and stuff like that, English subtitles. Oh crap! It has like little pink on the back, like the anal fin. It's cool, and yeah, and they have like a bunch of videos explaining like detail like on this bait, and there's tons of stuff that you can do. It has like long, short glides. Like I said, you can do short, choppy glides, long glide. You can use it on top as like a top order walking bait. You can use it subsurface. You can put a grenade weight on it, get it down. It's a bunch of different things you can do with it, but it's very stable, and like I said, it has a really nice swim to it for the price you're paying. So nah, yeah, on like here, I'm talking about like on their website. If you look on the website, it looks crappy. A perch. For some reason, it looks like gold. I don't know why. This one though, it kind of looks like something like TK would pay or something. But so yeah, and those that's the Grassroots Grind Edge. And actually, let's see. I think they might have like a quick like promo vid that shows. The swim. Alright, just screw it, I'll show you guys whatever. Alright. Jesus. And then also, you can control the bait too. Like you kind of do that with a couple glides that are out there. You can kind of control the way they swim, which angle, and kind of glide them against cover. But the bait actually kind of reminds me of the Sly Guys Shiner. It's a nice fish. Yeah, it's a real nice fish. And then there was another one. I know they had that one. Hold on. From Japan with tackle. It's kind of funny that his name's Matt too. The glare's not allowing me to see the damn bait. That's the
Creator is the best fill of the year.
I hate those damn commercials. I gotta enter my profile on the Firefox, whatever the hell it's called, Mozilla.
今日はこちら、ブランドエッジ190って製品、いろんなアクションがするんですけども、
See how there's English subtitles?
実際に動かしながら
I think that's one big thing I like about their site.
実際にフィールドに入れてですね、フィールドを合わせて
Yeah, so this is that video I kind of showed you guys before, but just in case anybody didn't see it.
下げた状態でアクションが出せます。
It's like a subsurface sort of glide. And that's with the tight action too. So
レジ巻きでやっています。ロッドは動かさず、直線的な時間点にしてリーディングだけで同じような細かいアクションが出せます。グランドエッジは
you guys pretty much get the idea. It's 190 millimeters, so I think it's around like 8 inches. Let's see. Seven and a half inches. It's not too big. So yeah, and then it's only like 2 inches tall. Not even. It's only like an inch and a quarter tall, inch and 3/4. So it's pretty narrow. Like I said, that's like a good eating size for like most fish. That's like a big meal. So I think that would definitely catch. Caro. I just thought about that. That's fun. But yeah, I got these. It's actually just some more. Actually, I already have this, and showed you guys. But there is one new thing though. It's a different cut I got, but it's the pork, Japanese pork. I forget the damn name. The name is kind of tricky. I don't know the name, but I have got the pig mommy one, which is the smaller size. It's a 3.2 size, and actually I like the 3.2 size, the cut of it a little bit more. It's got a little bit of a nicer cut to it. So this is the purple one. second. Alright. So this is the 3.2 inch. It's like a certain angle. Look down here like black, but it's not. There we go. Kind of see that purple, but it's really soft. And like I said, the 4-inch size looks very nice, very thin, extremely thin. And like I said, that head piece here is a little bit nicer, a little bit more smaller than the 4-inch one, and I like that. But it's very soft. Nah, not really, Carol. Just smells like kind of like salt and dye. That's really all it is. The water is just brine, just salt, and you can pretty much make that yourself by filling it up. If it starts getting lower and lower, you just add some salt, rock salt, and water, and kind of restores it back up. But they're real nice and soft, so that's why I kind of like them. And I kind of noticed though that on the one this one here, they were fine, and the other ones I checked too, they were fine. But on this black one here, which is the 4-inch size, the Pig Daddy, it had like hair still stuck on one of them, or I think it was both of them. I had to like scrape it off. But it was kind of weird how like, oh, yeah, this one has it a little bit. I don't want to see if I can show you guys. It's kind of gross at the same time, but it's interesting. So hold on. All right. So this is black ones here. They're big, like that's a big chunk. That's not small. But let me see if I can. See, like up here on the head, it's like there's hair here, a little bit of boar hair or whatever what kind of pig they use. But it almost feels like scale. But let me see if I can get it pop out. I think I took most of it out. There's something left on the head. But once I did take the hair out, it got a lot softer, which was interesting. Like that is extremely soft. Like damn, like a gummy worm. So they're nice colors, and like I said, that's a big chunk. It seemed like these black ones were bigger than the other ones. I got the purple. The Caro. But it's just kind of crazy that it's pork fat, really, and skin. It's crazy that we fish with stuff that's made from animal skin. Alright. But let me see if actually I forgot to show you the video to these the last time. He kind of explains it better than I do. Pork. There we go.
This.
Oh my God. Alright. Wow. Alright, so this is the video on the pork frog. And, this guy kind of explains it better.
How are you, bass fishermen and fishermen in general?
Kind of
this is Ryan
why I
Wood.
ended up buying.
I'm up in northern
Trying.
Illinois, and I'm a big advocate of pork rind. And for years and years and years, I used the Uncle Josh mini pork frog, which is now no longer available. And there's a new company in Japan that's come out with a phenomenal pork rind. This particular jar happens to contain probably my favorite size. And the size of this particular pork, which is very similar to the Uncle Josh, maybe just a tad bigger. It's extremely soft, very pliant pork. What I love about it is the soft texture. A lot of the Uncle Josh porks were actually pretty hard. And sometimes I'd use a meat tenderizer in order to soften them up. Definitely don't need to do that with this. This one I've got in my hand here is actually called a Pig Daddy Junior, and the size of it is 2.4 inches.
And
this one happens
for some reason, I don't know why they sell that size only like in a 5-piece pack, which it makes it end up being like $30. So it kind of sucks that they don't sell it just like, you know, the 4 or 3-inch one. It's like, but it's pretty much just like buying 2 of the 2 packs and you just get an extra one free. So I guess it's not that bad.
And you can take a finesse jig and make a really nice trailer on this finesse jig with this Pig Daddy Junior. So when I place that on there,
and it seems like the smaller ones have like really,
nice
really
offering,
super fine
for
cut.
bass and perhaps some other species of fish.
They're even softer than the bigger ones.
Bait to use
like
when the water temperature is really cold. Right now, the lakes in northern Illinois are frozen, but in a month or so, sort of a natural-looking color.
And that's just like he should
This
show
is the slightly
brown.
bigger size. I don't know if you can see that in comparison to the size of the Pig Daddy Junior, but this one's definitely a little bigger, a little broader. I love the color, the natural color of this one. And this one happens to be called a Bhutan 2.2 inch. Slightly wider than the Pig Daddy Junior 2.4 inch.
So it's technically smaller than the other one, the Pig Daddy Junior, but it's just wider.
It does come in a Pig Daddy 4-inch, which is much bigger chunk.
The one I showed you guys.
And it comes in a Pig Mammy 3.2 inch.
And the one I just showed you.
This is the natural color. Oh, this is the brown. This, in my opinion, and I've been seriously bass fishing for close to 50 years, this is the best pork rind I've seen in decades. And I really look forward to using it. I think it's going to be phenomenal, especially in cold water. And especially if you team it up with a finesse jig, like this particular jig.
But that's the reason why I kind of got the larger sizes to fish on like larger size jigs for like the winter time. Alright, put that back in there. Yeah, they used to do that with the pork frogs. A lot of guys tried ways to try and soften them up. It really didn't do much. And then the last pretty much bait, another wired bait. But this is actually a spinner I've kind of always wanted to try, but I never pulled trigger on it because usually they're always out of like stock somewhere. I really don't see them much. And like I said, where they just don't have that good of colors, but the actual color I got was a lot nicer in person than it looks online. Yeah, but this is the Amakatsu halter twister, and it's kind of like something I wanted to get to for like the cold water coming up. Since I had that other bait, that Plus School from G9S, that's kind of like a rig, but for shallow water. I got this spinner here, which is like a mini type of A-rig, or like, you know, the bait ball, but instead it just has spinners. And but it's a pretty unique type of like spinner. It's nice. It's got a cool design to it. So the actual spinner itself is actually hinged where the blades are, so the blades move. So on the fall, it'll still spin. And then also what this allows is that, you know, even if say these arms were to break, this piece here, since it's connected with like this lead ball here, it keeps the hanger here from actually breaking. So even if say these were to break, you would still land the fish. And then as well, the bottom of the spinner has a hanger there on the bottom, and it allows you to put a weight so you can get this deep and fish it. You know, I think it's like 6 to 8 meters. It's like, you know, they're 18 to like 24 feet. So, and then it also has this like unique like thick skirt, like flat skirt on it, mixed with that like purple, black, and brown. Also some green pumpkin in there. But this is called the Black Raven color. It's got that nickel colored blades. And then also it has these snaps here so that if these were to break, you can replace the blades. And or you can change them if you want. But it allows you to change that. You could also use a split ring too if you wanted. It would kind of like tighten that up. Be less like, you know, visual to the fish. It's not going to be seeing those snaps. But it's a nice spinner. I'll show you guys a swim video of it. The arm is pretty damn thin. Let me see. I have a caliper here. Goddamn vape. Where'd my caliper go? Right under those baits. Alright. So the wire, where the blades are, let me see, get a better spot. Where the wire, where the blades are attached to, it's 0.79, probably 0.8. This is not probably the most accurate. 0.8 diameter, and then the actual arm, main arm that connects to the jig head is 1 mil. So it's actually not super thin on that main arm. It's actually pretty heavy duty and not too thin on the arms. but it's thin enough though. And it should create a good amount of vibration. And that hook is pretty decent size too. Pretty sharp. Looks like a it's like a coating on there. And like I said, that head is a pretty nice shape too, so should cut through the water pretty well. And it also has like these kind of like ribs on the bottom. Probably couldn't see it on the side. There you go. There's like these ribs on the bottom of the head. I'm not sure the point of it. Maybe create a draft, push more water. But I got that one, and then I got a gold color. And I tend not to get too much gold, but the this one here is actually not too bad. It has so many damn staples. That's why I had to like pre-open that other one, because they take a minute to open without destroying the packaging. To be honest, I don't need the fucking packaging. Alright, and then that's the gold one. It's got like a peach head to it though. And it's got like this pearlish kind of like pink hue to the skirt. So it's not like super gold, but it's there. And it's got like that orange bottom to it. With the regular silver and then 2 gold blades on the outer edge. So that should be nice. And like I said, I have that, and then this guy here, so that's why I'm kind of like happy to have those, because I can use that for like the winter time and create a decent amount of profile with that, but have it in the shallow water. So it's kind of like perfect. All right, let me show you guys the video on that, and then we're done. I did have to show though a couple of things from Japan import tackle. Here we go. Keep getting to turn the volume down. All right. Let's see. They show. I'm gonna go to Japan Museum. It's better. All right. I'll be showing you guys right now. Yeah, so it allows you to get to that 6 to 8 meter range. There's the hanger. And then it runs to that snap there, so if you want, you can replace that blade. I always swear that Amakatsu logo reminds me of the Ike logo. Looks just like it. But you kind of see that ball there, where the arms kind of swivel. You can see as it's falling down, it'll still spin. Get water footage. This would be better. See? All those 4 blades continue spinning on the fall. Follows that jig head kind of. It runs pretty true too on those damn blades. Yeah, that'd be good, definitely for shallow water. It's a pretty sweet bait. Like I said, if you want some like, an A-rig, but you can't, you don't really want to fish something like that in shallow water, something like that, or, any other type of spinner you can find that imitates that same sort of, scenario, it'll probably work pretty well. Kind of create a pretty big presence for, being just a spinnerbait. So. Yeah, pretty much I think the wire is not too bad, thickness wise. They don't get the job done. And the way that the shape is too, it'll allow for the blades to flex side to side and create a good amount of thump. And it's a decent amount of blades for like a spinnerbait. They have that bait man, that one that he has that has like the quad, sort of looks like an octopus spinnerbait. That one has some heavy duty wire. It's like musky wire, but that one is definitely like meant for like beefy, fishing. Like it's not for small fish. I think that's kind of why they made this the way they did. It's not really meant for like small little, limit fish. Really, it was designed to catch like larger size fish, like an A-rig probably would catch, but in a smaller package. So you don't really want to have too light of wire getting all bent up out of, a $20 bait. So I can see it, it's like a $10 spinner, $12 spinner, and it's very light wire. It's kind of like, like the Noris or whatever. They're thin, but they bend. And let me see. There was one last thing. Japan. trying to remember what they got in stock. So they have that school blade too. Alright, I'll show a couple things they got. Alright. Yeah, it's showing. So, yeah, G9, so that's that brand I was talking about. They made that kind of plus school type blade. So it's pretty cool. Yeah, attached like a jig there. Actually looks pretty good with a jig. I never watched the video on that. But they also have the smaller version, which is pretty much like the two of those other blades put together. It's pretty much just two of these put side to side, and then it creates the 4 blades. See? That's on the Amakatsu bait I have. They added 2 more blades on it. And I didn't even think about that. I can do that right now. I want. Let me just take this off. And that's kind of cool. That's the kind of cool thing about these G9s blades. Where the hell did I just put them? I didn't even think about that too on the chatterbait bait. Damn. I gotta draw that. And it's got the right size like wire for it too. It's not too thin. Turn around. There we go. Perfect, sweet. And so, let's see if it'll show. 1 second. That's like with the, damn, it's hard to even see it, but that's like with the G9s on there. You gotta like, you can bend it, straight now, but it's obviously meant for this other one here. I already had kind of like bent it for the school blade, but if you get 2 fresh new blades, you can probably use it on there. Also, what I was thinking too was I wonder how it would work on the chatterbait style thing. That's crazy. That looks nice. And that one's a little more straight. Yeah, it's a pretty cool little attachment, so you can mess with. Put it back on. Let's go back to sharing. Alright. They also made a couple other accessories too, which is kind of cool. They made like these bait casting keepers that go on like your bait casting reel to hold, like I think it's like hooks and I think what's it called, drop shot weights for a drop shot. So that's kind of cool. But grassroots, so they have new colors in stock for the like I said, that bait I just showed. They have the IU, which has a plate, a silver plate down the middle, which is pretty nice. They have the rainbow, which it looks good, but then at the same time, if you look at it through certain pictures they have, it kind of looks like strawberry in the middle, like it's very light, and I think it doesn't look right. The bass one is a nice one, simple. The hybrid chat is a good one. That's probably like the 4 I would get. Would be like the sunshine, largemouth bass, the hybrid shad, the IU, and the perch. The herring seems more like a saltwater color. The pink one is alright. Also has a plate in it. That'd be good, probably like for smallies. That one's a little bit too much for me. And then that's the perch, which, like I said, it looks more like golden online for some reason, and a lot more orange. And then also they have some amakatsu baits that came in. They have the new Buzzbill Magnum, but junior size. These are like the small ones. So if someone like, wants a tinier bait, that's like the larger size, which I have. It's like a little bit larger. The only issue though with this bait, which I had, was that the middle joint section, the hanger, kind of like twisted on itself. So it had to be like tightened, but I'm not sure if they maybe fixed that issue with the smaller one or it's just totally different. But overall, the swim was nice, but that only issue was that, that's a nice color there. Oh, that's a nice one. I didn't see that. And that's like a perfect minnow size too. But it's a nice little bait. And the tails are made out of elastic, so it'll last a long time. And then this here, I swear, is like one of the nicest crappie paint jobs on like a production paint. That thing literally looks like a real crappie. It's that print job, but it looks still pretty good for a print job. Like it has like a different look to it. But it's sick. And then we got a couple other things in stock. Yeah, they had like these little flash J's that came in stock. I think that was it. Yeah, I think that was the these are the different sizes. I actually put like the link to in the description for this part of the site, so you can see all the different sizes. But they have the 2.2 there, the 4, 2.4, and then the 3.2. But as you can see, the 2.4 comes in a 5-pack. You have to, kind of sucks. It'd be cool if they had like also like a 2-pack version. You'll probably get them for like $10 or 11 maybe. But the 2.2 comes in a 3-pack, so that's not bad. But it's the smaller size. Like I said, the seems like for me the 3.2, 2.4, and the 4 seem like the nicest to me. The 2.2 is a little weird. It kind of reminds me like an older chunk. So yeah. Take it easy, Brennan. Probably gonna get off too anyway. I've been on for a bit. And that was pretty much all I had to discuss. I don't have really anything else that I had to do. Show. So yeah. And then also I kind of put some extra stuff in your package, Brendan, that I got. I'm gonna be sending to you. Put in a soft bait in there that I want you to try out and see how you like it or not. So definitely let me know though. So yeah, that'll be pretty much it. If you guys can leave like a comment down below on what bait you thought was the nicest one that you liked, or which one piqued your interest the most, I'd appreciate it. And yeah, or just leave a comment in general and let me know what you would like to me to do topic wise or whatever for the next video. And I probably won't be doing a stream next week probably, or like an unboxing wise. I do have a rat coming, but I'm not sure when it's going to come. I think the guy's running behind a little bit, so hopefully that'll come soon. Trying to think of anything else I have that's coming. Yeah, no, I don't have anything else besides that rat. So, oh well, I might have some stuff from the convention, but yeah, besides from that, I probably won't have too much over me. I'll just do like a topic and something. It's just that I haven't been really fishing or anything, so I really can't give like fresh, updated info, which I like to do rather than just repeating the old stuff I've said. So yeah, so I'll try to see what I can do for next week. But thanks guys for sticking around, and I appreciate the comments and everything and chatting. And thanks for sticking around, guys. Take it easy and enjoy the rest of your weekend. And I'll probably see you next week.